Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of the 100. Season number 1, episode number 8, titled Day Trip. Last episode we left off with quite a bit of a problem. So it appears that there's like 2,000 plus lives on the Ark, and we only have enough space for 700 of them to make it down to Earth. As was it Chancellor Jaha put at the very end, they're the Titanic and there's not enough lifeboats, so we got problems. Outside of that, Finn is recovering. Clark was able to save him. The blade was poisoned. Octavia's probably gonna let the guy go. We're getting ourselves into kind of an interesting predicament with these characters, especially since we kind of were all over the place for the first part of the season. And I'm not trying to say that as like a bad thing. I'm just trying to say that, looking back on it, Wells was just, just a character. Same thing with Charlotte. Same thing with Murphy. I mean, I'm in my mind, I'm expecting Murphy to come back at some point, but who knows, really. But I want to know more about the book that Bellamy got off the dude. There's like drawings in there. He was keeping track of the camp. A lot of interesting scenarios, a lot of neat possibilities for the future. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just going to leave it there. I want to hop into this episode, talk about it immediately afterwards. But before I do, I want to remind you guys that I do have a Patreon, full-length episodes and reactions, early access. If any of that interests you, hop on over to Patreon. Links in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, don't worry. You can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. And of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow, all that good stuff. Let's stop yapping and hop into this next episode of the 100. And yeah, have a good time. All right, guys, here we go.
We're doing everything we can to prepare here. We're gathering nuts and berries, curing meat,
Interesting.
digging for roots. But the truth is,
we'll freeze before we starve.
Clark, we all are very proud of what you've done down there. Please, Clark, it's time to forgive. Let me schedule a time for you and Abby to sit down.
So just tell me who's next, and let someone who actually wants to talk to their parents have a turn.
Respect that, but she's gonna regret that. Interesting.
Where's my mom?
You can see her after you and I have a little talk. I have a problem and I think you can help me fix it. And in return...
How is he so sure that this conversation isn't recorded?
What do you want me to do?
Kill Bellamy and Blake.
Bellamy, the Ark found some old records that show a supply depot not too far from here. I'm gonna go check it out. I could use backup. I'm gonna be out of camp today. Can you change his bandages in a few hours?
Hey, where are you going?
It's a little assignment from the Ark.
These guys have like no chill at all.
Make sure he stays in bed.
Sounds like a plan.
So Bellamy's gone and Octavia's gonna let him go. I see that happening. These two are totally gonna be a
My
thing.
brother's been keeping me away.
Can he understand her? I mean, he has to. He said thank you.
My name is Lincoln.
Huh? You can speak English.
Lincoln,
You have a name.
I'm Octavia.
Octavia. This only ends one way.
Just talk to them. You know, the first dropship's gonna come down soon. Pretty sure you can't avoid Jaha forever.
I can try.
The depot's supposed to be around here.
It's probably buried or flooded.
Finn was dying. I'm not gonna apologize for doing what I had to do.
It must suck to come all the way down here to find out your boyfriend is into somebody else.
Oh boy. We're really going into this, aren't we? Octavia, why you gotta stir the pot? that was a pretty funny dig, though. Must suck. I mean...
Let me get that.
Oh. She's gonna try to win him over with sex. Watch, he's gonna turn her down. He's gonna turn her down, isn't he? He's like, actually, I'm in too much pain. I can't do this.
Not till we talk.
Not till we talk. You already know what it's about, and that's gonna piss me off if it's about Clark.
I know, and I don't want to talk about it.
Well,
Ever. Do you love me?
always.
Finn really pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. And I have a strong suspicion about these two. Don't know why. They kind of hinted about it last time, where their hands touched for a little bit. What did you stick your hand into? Don't just kick it over, you stupid fuck! You don't know what it is!
Oh my god.
What?
Weapons? Would they even still work? They were submerged in whatever that was. That's cool. They have weapons now. Holy fuck.
This is better than usual, right? I'd like to give Earth a giant hug.
Are you high?
I feel weird, but in a good way.
I'm gonna pee.
Are they high? Oh shit. Is he seeing something or is something actually there? Oh fuck. Scared me.
Jasper, there's no one there.
Right there! We have to run, we have to run. Why isn't anyone doing it?
Stop it! Shut up! Jasper, are you on something?
Yeah, so
Have you eaten today?
It is, but who the hell cares now?
You're totally fine.
what the hell? That's in all the rations though. Who is picking that stuff? I can't remember. Cause they were like packaging it, right?
We're not sitting ducks anymore. You need to learn how to do this.
So I just hold it on my
Clark
shoulder?
looks badass with that gun.
A little higher.
Yep. Something's happening with them. Close.
That was amazing.
Nice.
You left Miller in charge of the grounder. You must trust him.
You should keep him close.
Bellamy, what's going on? You've been acting weird all day.
I shot the Chancellor. They're gonna kill me, Clark. Best case scenario, they lock me up at the grounder for the rest of my life, and there's no way in hell I'm giving Jaha the satisfaction.
I mean, they killed Wells, so I guess anyone could die. Holy shit.
I did what I had to do.
To protect Octavia.
That's right.
Pathetic. You knew that they would be sacrificed.
The radio. I didn't know that would happen.
This is guilt. I was wondering if we were gonna get more scenes between them.
You're not real, are you?
Sorry, kiddo. I wish I were.
You want me to forgive her?
It's her conscience, yeah. Conscience.
Listen. You're doing the best you can.
You want me to say Mom did the best she could. She doesn't deserve my forgiveness. I'm sorry. I can't.
Whatever.
Huh? What? What's that about? Oh shit! Did not see that coming.
Why are you doing this?
I mean, it makes sense. She can just blame it on everyone's under the drugs and they just let him go or something.
Even in these clothes, I'll be seen.
People are seeing plenty of things right now.
At least with the hood on. Must leave it unzipped so you can show off your abs.
Just try to get as far away as you can, okay? And try not to get yourself killed.
What? Why? That felt really unneeded. Why did Finn let him go? Just go, goddammit. Shit. What are the odds that he runs into him?
Do you think you deserve to be free of your pain? Do you deserve that gift?
Damn.
Nothing personal.
shit.
Down, Dex.
So Clark's not tripping? Oh shit. He was gonna kill her. Damn.
Get the hell off him!
Did he stab him with the bullet? God. Oh. Oh, what a way to go.
You're okay.
No, I'm not. And all I do is hurt people. I'm a monster.
You want forgiveness? Fine, I'll give it to you. You're forgiven, okay? But you can't run, Bellamy. You have to come back with me. You have to face it.
Like you faced your mom.
Damn. Shots fired. Come on, Clark. Lead by example. Come on.
The grounder's gone! What if he brings other grounders back?
We've been afraid of them for far too long.
Bellamy and Clark together is so cool. I love
These are
that.
weapons.
Get fucked,
Pay
Finn.
up.
Tomorrow we start training. And if the grounders come,
We'll be ready.
we're gonna be ready to fight.
Hell yeah. Be more hyped, you motherfuckers. Your leaders actually have a plan for defense.
I don't expect you to forgive me. But you'll have to find a way to live with me.
That grounder escaping.
Is that you?
You already know. Don't even act dumb.
Thanks for the blanket.
A little bit of hope, little bit of hope.
Mr. Blake, I've wanted to talk to you for some time now.
I'd like to say something. Most of us are still alive.
Because of
In
Bellamy.
large part, that is because of him. He's one of us. And he deserves to be pardoned of his crimes, just like the rest of us.
But it's not that simple.
It is. If you want to know who in the Ark wants you dead.
Oh shit. Just gonna give up the guard. Is that gonna... I don't know. I have a bad feeling about that though.
Bellamy Blake, you're pardoned for your crimes. Now,
Who?
tell me who gave you the gun.
But do they have proof that he did it?
I'm fighting for what I believe in. Just like you.
Why do you have to just say that? He would have been like, what's this about? I don't understand. Do they have proof? Not like I'm trying to defend him, but I'm just like, they're going off of word of a criminal.
Guns? Really?
The grounder escaping, we have to expect retaliation. We have to be prepared.
The grounder saved Octavia's life, and Bellamy brought him back here and tortured him.
Yeah, but if he hadn't brought him back here, you'd be dead.
I know.
I trust him.
You can't be serious.
I know you're not talking about trust, Finn.
Clark,
You're not judging anybody, are you?
you and Bellamy are leading us down a dangerous road.
The nerve of this motherfucker. Ah. Never ends. I mean, maybe Finn's a good guy in the long run, but I don't like where he's at right now.
Thank God it's you. I thought I was about to float.
Oh my... She is bad!
It won't come to that, Commander.
Did what you asked me to.
I fucking knew it! This bitch is bad! Alright guys, so that was Season 1, Episode 8 of the 100, titled Day Trip. Really good episode. Great even, honestly. Like, the twists and turns. I know it may seem like I've been like harping on the series, you know, with how quickly things move around. But I just want you guys to know that that's not my intention. It's just that when I really am invested in something, I like kind of latch on to certain things. Like, I'm like, okay, these ideas are great. I want to latch on and like really just kind of milk them for all they're worth. But when you just like kind of close it off and kind of just end it like, no, we're no longer going to do anything else with that, that kind of spoils it a little bit. So I apologize if I come off as kind of negative towards the show. It's not even the case at all. I love this, honestly. If I really was like really nitpicking about the show, there's no fun in nitpicking anything. I won't even watch it. But I'm saying we're eight episodes in, and while I wasn't a fan of how quickly things were moving in the first part of the season, things are actually starting to slow down a little bit, but ramping up in stakes. That's different than moving fast, in my opinion. Things are ramping up, but the story is still, it's boiling, it's progressing, where we've taken these characters in interesting directions. Bellamy's been pardoned for his crimes. A lot of redemption happened, even though this episode was kind of hung on the framework of the camp was eating these LSD nuts, and people were tripping balls. You know what I mean? And of course, the Grounder escaped. Finn saw that, let him go. He made that conscious decision because he, along with Raven, were the only two that were not affected by the nut that people were chewing on. So we have ourselves an interesting situation. The Grounder's gone. Bellamy assumes, or I think we can all kind of assume that Bellamy knows that Octavia did it, because Octavia kind of, she gave it back to Bellamy in a way that I had nothing to do with it, but then she throws in but thanks for the blanket. Now, I want to kind of like maybe commend that into the writing, because it feels like something that siblings would say to one another. Like, it's that unspoken word, the unspoken truth. It's like when you have like a brother or a sister that you're really close with, you can kind of say things without saying things. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that was the intent of that line, but that line kind of just hit me with a, they know, but they're just gonna leave it as is. Everyone's kind of like in a better place now. Clark, hopefully in the next episode, we'll see her kind of reconnect with her mother a little bit, just because like I want to see our characters back in like their prime state. Like I like the tortured, gloomy like Clark every now and then, but I also want to see her at her peak, because the two leaders, they're very tortured right now. They both have their demons, their skeletons in their closets, which is good. It makes them very interesting characters, and that's kind of what keeps me entertained with the story. Um, but as far as the future goes, we have ourselves an arsenal now, and Bellamy's even said that we're going to start training you guys, so we're not just going to be a bunch of just, ducks lined up for the Grounders to pick us off with their spears and bows and all that. We're going to be ready. But I feel like things are about to hit the fan very soon, because once they start training and everyone's kind of comfortable with rifles and defending camp, I feel like that's when all hell's going to break loose, and that's where the twist is going to happen, where they think the Grounders, the people that saved Octavia, they think they are the bad ones, but I feel like when the twist happens, they're going to be the ones to save them. And Bellamy's going to have that, maybe reaction. I don't know. I'm just spitballing things. These are my, raw reactions right now, my raw thoughts, how I kind of like see certain things happening. I don't know. I'm just imagining, like, if I was writing the show, what would I like to do? Now, that's not to say that if this doesn't happen, I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm just imagining things like, Bellamy and the camp, they're like, they're fighting off the enemy until the guy who saved Octavia saves Bellamy. You know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be a big moment like that. He's going to save Bellamy. Bellamy's going to be like, huh? And he's going to turn to him. They're going to nod. They're going to acknowledge one another. They're going to fight side by side. And who knows? Maybe that's when Murphy will turn back up. Murphy's going to sell out the camp. He's going to side with the bad guys, be like, hey, these guys turned on me, so guess what? We're going to be the only survivors here, so we're going to take the fight to camp. That's what I think. That's how I would write some certain ideas. Now, obviously, if this doesn't happen, I'm not going to be disappointed, but that's just how my mind goes. Like, how am I going to like write Murphy back into the story? How am I going to like have Bellamy like have that moment with this guy? There has to be like these big action movie moments, to kind of like, I don't know. There's these big character developing moments that can happen that will just really just make the story that much more exciting and refreshing. That I'm excited to see how this whole story turns up, because I believe the show is 6 seasons long, and we're already like more than halfway done with the first season, and I'm enjoying it. So I can't wait to see what happens next. Can't wait to see what's going to happen, especially with now that it's confirmed that Diana Sydney is bad. I knew it's, that they lingered on her in the last episode, and I kind of even, you know, brought up the idea that what if she's just using Jaha and she just wanted to find a position on the council, for her own nefarious deeds or whatever. And the only reason I kind of thought that was because the actress plays Ellen Tai. And I'm not trying to spoil anything from Battlestar Galactica, but she's not exactly the most trustworthy characters, you know what I mean? That actress doesn't play the most trustworthy of characters, I should say. So, where we have ourselves an interesting situation now that the guy who wasn't who directed Bellamy to shoot the Chancellor, he's out of the picture now. They framed him into looking like a suicide. Don't really know what's going to happen after that. But it's going to be interesting since I don't believe Jaha suspects Diana. I do. Because I'm like, okay, you're just introducing a character who automatically is like put in a position of power. It just feels like, Senator Palpatine in The Phantom Menace. Like he's just there. It's like, oh, I'm just a lowly senator. Oh, Queen, you should, suggest a vote of no confidence. And oh, what's that? I'm nominated for Supreme Chancellor now. Okay, you know what I mean? It's just the perfectly placed pieces for the narrative to happen. And I'm all here for it. I can't wait to see what happens next. I think that the show is just, I feel like it's finally hit its stride right now. So, can't wait to see what happens next. I feel like a broken record, but show's great. Love it. If I had to give this episode a rating, I'd probably give it a strong 9. Like, I think we have ourselves in a very solid area for branches of the story to kind of take us to wherever it needs to take us. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, I'm just going to end it there. If you guys enjoyed my review and enjoyed my reaction and want to spend just a little bit more time with me, that option is available for you right now over on Patreon. Links in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you got to do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. And of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of the 100. All right, guys. Adios.